Ultimatums are a real thing. I'm here to tell you 85, if not higher, percentage of proposals are because of ultimatums.
How would you feel about me going with Jeanette on a girls trip?
What
would be the problem?
I would invite you to no longer be in the current state of our marriage.
Okay.
So this entitled woman tests a man with her ultimatum, and she gets instant karma. Let's get into it.
I really want him to go. And he flat out refuses, saying that he can't afford it. And you know what? After all of this, really, if he can't afford to go to this wedding with me, I really don't know if I can afford to remain in this relationship with him.
He didn't actually flat out refuse to go. He told you why he couldn't go. He said, I couldn't afford it. That's different from, I ain't going because I don't want to. That's a flat out refusal. But he communicated to you, hey, this is why I can't go because I don't have the money to do it. And for some reason, you're calling into a radio station because of it.
I can't afford to go to another country. This isn't.
Cannon, if you shut that door, we're done. We're done if you close that door.
What?
You can comprehend. If you shut that door, we're done. I'm not playing with you.
What you mean we done?
Done. D-O-N-E. Green check mark,
I know
done.
what done mean, but why you saying we done if I shut the door?
Because if you shut that door, we're done. I'm not playing with you, yo. Like, for real.
What kind of ultimatum
pick
is
your
this?
poison. You got a choice.
I'm coming pick your food up.
Listen, man, if somebody says pick your poison over a relationship, what poison? That lets me know there's going to be further problems. Even after let's say I didn't close the door, even after I get back in the car, there's going to be problems. There's going to be problems further down the road if you talk about pick your poison.
I don't care about that food. If you shut my door, you're walking home and you're single. I'm not playing, bro.
Okay.
I'm not playing.
Got a little attitude.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Did you really just shut the door?
I'm going to get your food.
No.
Y'all saw the panic? The panic in Kenneth. I didn't think he was going to do it. That reminds me of the woman that was, I think she said she was joking. She was joking and then she told her husband she wanted a divorce and he actually went through with it and she tried to say that she was joking. It was just a joke. But he said, no, man, I don't play that. Y'all keep keeping up with these ultimatums.
Oh, I just said if you shut the door, we're done. So we're done.
I heard you.
I don't need no food from somebody that's not my man.
Wait.
We're done.
We done because I'm going to pick you. Why? What that have to do with me getting your food, closing the door?
A lot, because what did I just say? If you close the door, I'm
you want me
freaking
to
done.
leave it open?
Stop playing
Why?
with me. Stop playing with me. Now you're trying to make it seem like I'm the crazy one. Really?
Bar.
So I'm crazy now? This what you do. I told you.
This crazy. I'm picking up your food. Why are we done? Because I'm trying to close the door.
You know what we just went through. So if you close that door, I'm not playing. We're done.
What was it that you went through?
Wedding's coming up. It's my best friend's wedding. I am in it. I'm a bridesmaid.
Oh, wow.
And my boyfriend's not in the wedding, but I really want him to go. And he flat out refuses, saying that he can't afford it. And you know what? After all of this, if somebody's not willing to pay for at least their half of this vacation, I don't know if I want to be in a relationship with them.
It's not a vacation. It's a wedding. For him, that wouldn't even be a vacation. It would be like a job, like a work trip, because he doesn't want to be there. Well, not necessarily that he doesn't want to be there. It's just that he can't. Well, we'll get into it.
It's a destination.
This wedding is in the Dominican Republic. This wedding is in another country. I can't afford to go to another country. This isn't my best friend.
That's true.
And I'm not flying to another country paying thousands of dollars.
But it is a moment for the girl that you're dating to be in a wedding of her best friends. When you want to be there to experience that with her?
Sure.
I can look at the pictures. I mean, I want her to go. I want her to have a good time.
I understand that you want them there, but I'm sure there's going to be others that can't have their significant other with them, right? You know what I'm saying? So isn't it okay to go single and let Jamie save that money for another trip?
Really, if he can't afford to go to this wedding with me, I really don't know if I can afford to remain in this relationship with him.
The fact that she can open.
Well, I think we need to back up really quickly because once again, he was communicating effectively and saying, I can't go on the trip. It's not that I don't want to go on the trip. It's that I can't afford it right now. I can't afford it right now. So this type of modern women continue to talk themselves out of relationships. And this is exactly why. Because it's got to be all about you, all about what you want. What you're probably trying to do right now is curate a type of image. Oh, me and my boyfriend came. And really, when he gets there, it's just for him to tag along. They're not really going to be doing a lot of stuff. How long are you going to be in the DR? What are y'all going to be doing? So it's not just she. And I want you to listen to exactly what she said. This is a destination wedding. So if it's just a wedding and if we're going down there for the wedding, then that's going to be like maybe a day or two, maybe 3 days if you push it, right? So you fly in the day of, I get, or the day before. Y'all have lunch, dinner, whatever. Then the rehearsal or whatever it is. Then the next day is the wedding. I'm too tired to fly back or can't get a flight back. And then the next day. So that's 3 days. You're talking about a vacation, which means that you want to stay there for at least 5-6 days at least. Who's to say she doesn't want to stay there for a week or two? So now he's got to take off work. Does he have the PTO for that? Now he's got to pay for, y'all got to give your friend a gift, right? So that's money for that. Plane tickets, which you're going to have to pay that anyway, right? And then the extended stay, the extended time for food. Oh man, we went to this little activity over here or that activity over there. He's going to be paying for that. He rightly said, I cannot afford it, because it's not going to be you paying for anything, right? Maybe, well, let me ask you this. I'll pay for my stay and I'll pay for my plane ticket if you pay for everything else. So essentially what you're saying is that I'll cover maybe 30% of the cost of the trip, but I'm expecting you to pay 70% or more of the trip. That's the proposal that she's giving her boyfriend. That's not a deal. I don't know why modern women think that just because they take a little bit of responsibility in the relationship, then that's helping the man, like it's giving him a discount. You know what I mean? No, you guys said that you wanted a partnership, and a partnership would be at least 50-50. But really, you want somebody to take 70, 80, 90% of your expenses while you do a little bit. If she would have had it her way, which is why she's giving these silly ultimatums, she would have been like, oh, he's paying for it, everything, all expensive paid. That includes giving them a gift. That includes us flying over there first class. That includes us staying in some of the finest hotels, maybe even finer than what my friend is staying in. If you can believe that, that's what she would want. Finest restaurants in the DR, activities, so I can post it on my Instagram, and my lovely boyfriend did it all for me. That's what she would want. But the man is saying, I cannot afford that. And she's still trying to give him a hard time. As a matter of fact, my man, I would tell you to leave. Because if she's going to call into a radio show and embarrass you for your finances, when you're showing good stewardship, that's not the one for you. There was a video where a woman, I guess it would have been his fiance at the time, or about to be his fiance, the salespeople at the diamond shop, they were making fun of him because he didn't want to open a credit card and drop 20 to 30K on a diamond. They were making fun of him because he was budgeting his money. That's so stupid.
How do you feel about women dressing promiscuous on Halloween?
I think it's amazing.
You think it's amazing?
I do.
What if they're in a relationship though?
I think you men need to be more secure. I think he's insecure if he
But what do we mean by secure? Like, what are we secure about?
feels like emasculated by a woman dressing hot on Halloween.
That's not it though.
Why does she need to look sexy for anybody else but him?
I love to look sexy just for myself. Like, if you're so insecure about me looking hot, then that's fine.
But everybody else is seeing it though. If you wanted to look that way for yourself, then you could have stayed in the house. You know what I mean? Like, you could have taken pictures for yourself. But this is like you're going out and everybody's seeing you. It'd be one thing if you guys are doing like a party or something like that at one of your girlfriend's house or something like that. But once again, you're doing it in front of mixed company, basically.
Do you have a boyfriend right now?
No.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Would you guys date her?
Hell no.
No.
There's a general lack of sense now.
Rejected.
What's one thing you miss about your ex? My house.
Man, she's laughing. She's probably laughing. I don't know why she's laughing. I understand She's probably laughing because it's awkward. Man. Once again, they keep on saying that women mature faster. They reach their emotional maturity peak faster than men do. And this is what you get for being mature, more mature than men. That's why I say, man, that stuff need to come with a caveat. Because they be saying silly stuff like this left and right.
Are you annoyed that she misses that?
Nah,
You don't care?
she belongs to the streets.
She belongs. Do you have anything to say about that? This is really sad. I feel like you should like have a hug now or something. Just make it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Resolve.
What do you bring to the table?
Everything. I got 2 kids, you know what I mean? So everything. If you're willing to provide for my kids, then everything.
Everything like what?
My kids, my life, my mental health, everything, like everything.
What?
I have a question for men. What's going on? Why don't you guys approach women anymore?
If you can buy $30K for a car, you can pay $30K for me.
The least?
Get the.
That's why. Why don't men approach anymore? That's why right there. Because y'all always have some silly standard, some stupid standard. Like if you can pay $30K for a car, then you can pay $30K for me. These modern women are acting like anything other than like 20, $30K is unacceptable. How? Like, what is it? I mean, you can get a ring for $5,000 that looks great. $5,000, it looks great. A lot of men would have to sacrifice for that, but it looks great. $5,000, it's going. I mean, you can get a ring for $2,000 that looks great. You can get a ring for $1,500 that looks great. Man, guys, come on, $1,000. You can get a ring for $1,000 that looks great. It gave him some time to save up. It'll be a little bit of a sacrifice. But come on, man. Really?
How would you judge yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? Just your face. You can't use 7.
Just my face? I would definitely say I'm an 8, 9.
Okay. Beyonce is an 8. Kelly Rowland's a 9.
Okay.
Do you put yourself there?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Of course. She's speaking out of confidence. She don't really believe that.
And that's all
5'7".
Dress size.
Dress size, I would say about a 10.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
170.
So you weigh more than a man at your height. So that lowers your value.
Saying I'm just as pretty as Beyonce is a crazy statement. No wonder Kevin was shook.
Crazy statement. The delusion that so many of these modern women allow themselves to float inside of is crazy. Y'all just floating inside a delusion. That's like, all right. Okay.
Thing irritates me more than a man. The end.
That's not funny. Can you imagine if a man said that about a woman and said nothing irritates me more than a woman and then laughed about it?
She thought that was hilarious. She thought that was hilarious too.
Why should we accept certain behaviors from one gender but not from the other gender?
Exactly.
If you have to go onto your social media page and start putting down a specific gender because of who knows what reason, then you are the problem.
All you need to do is change the word man for any race or religion, really.
What's getting me, what's so funny to me is she thought it was funny. She'd been thinking of that all night. She'd been thinking of that for a long time, and she was like, oh, this TikTok is going to kill him. I'm going to hit him with this one, and it's going to slay him right now.
If it sounds messed up, then your head's messed up as well.
Stupid.
I would pay like $100 for a dinner date in like a metropolitan city. If he's making $20 an hour, for example, he's working 5 hours to take you on the date.
I probably worked 5 hours to pay for everything to get ready for the date.
No, you didn't.
I mean, makeup alone
is expensive.
It cost me more than $100 for that date.
The makeup? Oh, this is so dishonest.
A woman doesn't just use one makeup product before she goes on a date. So I still think it's an equal equal contribution on both parts.
Okay, well then men are buying
Their
clothes, gasoline, basically anything which is tangential. Their car repairs, the fact that they got a car, the fact they make car payments, all of that was in preparation for this date too then.
And then that equalizes again with the woman that's coming to the date.
So if things are equalized coming into the date,
Why are you
why
not
is he
paying?
paying for the date?
Girl math strikes again.
Exactly. Why are you not paying for the date? Why are you not at least leaving a tip? Number one. Number two, when you're doing that, oh, I just pared down. I didn't really put too much makeup on, so you can't really use the makeup argument. You know what I mean? Let's do this on a case-by-case basis then, since that's what you want to do. You can't, whenever you don't wear makeup or you don't wear a lot of makeup, then you can't use that argument. So what then? Are you going to come out of pocket when you don't wear any makeup? When you just wear some warm-ups and a t-shirt because we're going mini golfing? And he still has to pay for that date too. So what's going on with that? Oh, you're just using this argument as a disingenuous way to say, or disingenuous way to say, oh, I wasn't going to pay anyway. I wasn't going to do it anyway.
They're counting the price of the whole bottle instead of the small dabs they're using. It's just lies.
I have watched two men stay in their cars while the women are pumping the gas.
I mean, that's good, right? One would think that a person would be celebrating women being treated as equals in today's society.
Yep.
But I guess not.
Two men, grown men, watching the ladies pump the gas.
I'm just curious. Can we go so far as to assume that those women were also grown adults?
While they're like little passenger princesses sitting there. And this is why and this is why I'm single.
Sure.
No, you're single because you're a terrible person. That's why. Because you have a terrible attitude. You're single because you don't know how to mind your own business and work on and build your own life.
That's the reason why. But I think if we delve a little more deeply into that particular subject, we could actually come up with the real reason why.
Exactly.
The real reason that a lot of women are single is because they genuinely don't like the way men treat them, because a lot of men have actually been treating women like equals. Just like they've been asking to be treated for years now. And when it finally comes down to that, some of those women just don't seem to like it because they don't want to be treated as equals to men. No, at the end of the day, they want to be treated a lot better.
Strong, independent women trembles at the idea of pumping her own gas. You can't make this up.
Grew up in a time with major pay disparity between the lead actor and myself, even though I had been in Bring It On and he hadn't.
Can you believe that Spider-Man made more money than me on the movie Spider-Man? He wasn't even in Bring It On. I mean, I know he was in 20 projects, TV and movie before I was in Bring It On, but he wasn't even in Bring It On.
I'm trying to figure out. I can see if you made the argument as like, oh man, I'm insert famous celebrity actress. And you bring power, like you've got a resume, but I'm not even sure. I knew her outside of Bring It On. That was it. I don't know her outside of anything else. Actually, honestly and truly. Number one, number two, and I can see if you was making that argument if it was a movie about Mary Jane, right? I can see if you're making that argument, but it's about Spider-Man. So whoever the person is in the lead role of Spider-Man would I would assume make more.
How does Spider-Man make more money than me in the movie Spider-Man?
Did you know she only gets about 20 minutes of screen time per movie? Someone actually ran the math. Per minute of screen time, she was paid 4 times what Spider-Man got in his own movie. And she still has the audacity to complain.
20 minutes of screen time. You're not even on there like that. Well, I guess, they're going to cut in and cut out and stuff like that. But she's probably doing a little bit more work behind the scenes, I suppose, to be fair.
What's your age?
21.
Are you single?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why do you think that is?
Because I'm picky.
So what do you look for in a man?
A man of God.
So it couldn't be the way you dress. Oh, man. Dang. She got to it before I did. So I'm about to say, so it couldn't be the way you dressed.
Okay, I know I'm at a club, but I'm still close to God.
Do a spin for the camera real quick so they see what you're wearing.
Don't, if you're going to do that.
So
And she just said she's looking for a man of God. And They're back there hyping that up. Did you hear what she just said? All right, man.
I think the men of God watching this are gonna look at you and go,
She's wholesome.
wifey one day.
No,
I'm trying to change. Okay.
What do you think they're gonna think?
I'll tell you, streets. It's what we're all thinking.
Listen, man, I like to believe that these women are nice ladies. Outside of that, for their man, they'll help. That's what I'd love to believe that. I want to believe that. But when y'all doing stuff like this, looking like this, what is a man going to do? I hear your friends in the background, and that's probably a part of your problem. That's probably it. I'm going to say they're influencing you as well as society to wear this type of stuff. I'm glad that you took accountability. But even if you want to go out to the club with your girl, you don't have to wear that. You don't have to, come on, man. Like y'all are walking into this stuff. Well, you know what? Let me give her a break. She's 21. It takes you a little while to develop. Let me give her a little bit of a break.
Okay. Your name, your occupation, and why did you pop your balloon? I would have popped it sooner, but it's the hair. I don't like hair on a man like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not cutting mine off, baby.
Yeah.
Not for you at all.
So why did you have it
You got $1 million
unpopped?
worth of makeup on.
No, I didn't have a toothpick.
Where you get them from? Fashion house.
This man turned the dating show into a whole roasting session.
Fashion house.
Better at communication, men or women?
Women.
Oh, hell no!
Women are better at communication.
We don't know how to communicate sometimes, you know.
Thank you.
We say, yeah, I'm fine, but that means like, you know.
So then how are women better at communication?
Because men don't communicate.
Women, for sure.
If men are worse at communication, why do so many women expect men to read their body language rather than just be direct?
Oh my God. I don't know.
Are men expected to be mind readers?
Yes.
Okay then. What are we talking about? If y'all know this about, most women know about themselves. They know. They know what they're doing. They know what they're up to. They know what they're thinking. When they're alone at night, they're thinking, man, I'm crazy. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have. Now, sometimes they overthink, but they know. I shouldn't have said, man, he was right for that. But y'all get online and on the cameras, in front of the cameras, talking shit, man. Come on, man.
Is there a difference between what women say that they want in a relationship and what they actually respond to?
Absolutely.
If so, how are women better at communication?
We're not.
Exactly.
But you just said that they were.
I lied. Clearly, I'm not communicating well. Duh.
Anyone else tired of the games, or is it just me? It's
Man.
exhausting having to read between the lines.
For real.
In the last 10 years, there's actually been 20% increase in women in government, which is probably good, but there's also a 20% increase in the national debt, most likely unrelated. But
Stupid.
I heard about girl math destroying the country.
Stupid,
but this
man.
is a whole new level.
Ideal age range that you want your perfect guy to be in?
18 to like 25.
What race do you prefer your perfect guy to be?
Okay, probably white.
What's the minimum height requirement for your perfect guy?
Well, I'm like tall, so probably
5'9".
over 6 foot.
How much money should your perfect guy make in a year?
I need him to make like
Need. With a Stanley Cup.
The probability that you're going to find true.
What's a Stanley Cup? You already know what she's going to say, man. The Stanley Cup, the fit, you already know what she's going to say. I know it looks pared down. It looks like it's not really much of anything, but it's an aesthetic. It's a certain look that she's going for. And so she just wants to continue that with a man that makes $300,000, $200,000 minimum.
Love is 0.021%.
0.0.
0.02.
Yes.
I'm never going to. It's okay.
300,000 at 25. Man, the only thing rich around here is your imagination.
Exactly.
I'm 47, he's 28. I'm his first everything. Will it work? There's not many things I regret in this world. Reading your sentence is one of those things I regret.
He's shopping for gaming chairs while she's shopping for rocking ones. Can we just not?
What's to go on today? Where would you take me?
McDonald's.
I eat McDonald's. That's
For sure.
I'm from the hood. What you?
Is that Ray J? Is that Ray
Junior
J?
cheese bacon.
Ma'am, I'm pretty sure Junior Cheese Bacon is
It's
at Wendy's.
Wendy's.
That's the least of your problems.
Very low standards when it comes to men. Just someone nice, and I can't even find that. I just get played.
Nah, dude. If a guy worked at McDonald's
Yes.
No, liar, liar,
Listen,
liar.
If he had higher aspirations, and in the time being he was working at McDonald's trying to hustle and grind, yeah.
It's month 6 of him grinding every day on his dreams, and he still works at McDonald's. One promotion, but he's the nicest guy in the world.
Promotion?
Yeah,
That's
so
what matters, the promotion.
he's top dog at McDonald's.
Okay.
You know, these modern women, they'll do this thing to where a man could be a manager in McDonald's and he's the scum of the earth. But if it were reverse and they were a cashier at McDonald's, then they would try to sell themselves as, well, I think I could be this and I would want to be this. And you get 2 years down the road and they still not that. They not even trying to be that. They don't even want to be that. I don't know what I was thinking back then. I just know that I'm not interested in being that. And the man would still have to fund that. The man would still, I want you to post me everywhere. I want you to post me in your friends groups. Let me meet your mom, your parents, your family. I'm the best thing out. But if the man ain't what you want him to be, then he not worth posting. You see the double standard?
Yeah, he can get it.
You're lying to your fans right now.
Exactly.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, you are. Translation,
Exactly.
I want to be treated
Lying.
well, but I keep choosing the players and the bad boys.
What's your name, baby lady?
Esme.
Esme.
Not a lady.
Right. Let's start again. Hello, Esme. What are you?
Non-binary.
Sweet. What would you like as a title / pronoun? You should really know by now if you're going to do this to me. Right? That's all I would ask. Are you here on your own, bless you?
Yeah.
Well, let's applaud Esme. Go to Esme. Call yourself they, them. It'll sound like you've got a friend.
Hey.